Okay, I'm going to see if this will work. I'm hoping it does. And if it does work, then I'm going to do this to record for now. Since my recording software that I've been using
Ad Astra
no longer
Abyssosk.
wants to work.
Thank you for completing today's commission.
Which is why there's at least probably
Ad
5
Astra
hours
Abyssosk. Welcome
worth of
to the
Archon
adventure.
quest not going to be posted. Which does really piss me off. Let's do this. I see a spin crystal. I'm going for that spin crystal. The spin crystal. Yippee! Okay, now let's go and do those. Let's just get this done with.
Caravan rebot! Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Good memory, Paimon. I guess we may have stumbled upon this place at some point before.
So much time has already passed since then. And it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right? Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Yes, but as long as we're around, it's hard to say what will happen.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
Paimon, you may want to shut up. You may want to shut up before I actually do find a bonfire and cook you. Because I do still say you are the emergency food, Paimon. I was just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon.
Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Next stop, Fontaine!
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Dia!
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
We're preparing to leave Sumeru and head to Fontaine.
Huh? You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
We'll leave as soon as we've finished a few more preparations. Journey should be spontaneous.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Oh my god. Typical Paimon.
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
In her case, she'll know from her dreams anyways.
Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Take care.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Peace out, Sumeru. See you when I come grind for Tainari. Or other Sumeru characters. Which is what I will have to do. Oh wait! I'll also need this place to grind for Tainari. For not Tainari, for Kave. I need to come back here and grind for Kave. Why do I keep trying to say Tainari? What the fuck? I need to grind for Kave. I need to get Kave's ascension materials. At least we're going to Father's home. We're going to go see Father. Oh, how funny. I think I have a waypoint down there. Don't I? The statue of the 7 right there. I'll just glide my way over there. I'll just glide on over. Crazy for just going and exploring everything, right? I'm not crazy for doing all my exploration early. Right? I really hope I'm not crazy for doing that. I like doing my exploration early. As you can clearly tell with my Nat 1 exploration. I think I might go do some more grinding in Nat 1. I'm super excited because they're releasing the last area of Natland with the next update, which is I think in 2 or 3 days. I'm so excited for Falcon. It's 5.5. I think it's 5.5. That's 130. Oh, that was perfect. I see a hydro kill it. I'm sorry, I have to. I'm gonna try to get as many hydro kills as possible. Try to get as many of each as possible. And I think I'm pretty sure I'm close to being able to do Ascension. I think the statue. I don't remember. I need to go take Traveler and do the Geo. There, Father, you shall come back out.
Everlasting as the moon.
Hope I didn't mean to do that. Swim, Father, swim. Using Father to get out there. Hope I don't run out of stamina, which is what is happening. Better idea. Just go to the statue and plunge down. Much better idea. Then we can also go look at the quests. We can look at quests. I want to get to go to I want to get to see Kaveh and I'll hide them. I want to see those two together. Sanctuary of Sarastana. Oh, hell nah, hell nah. Do I have to go to a fucking chasm? Hell no. I despise the chasm. I just despise the chasm in general. I hate it. Let's see. Oh, it's already at level 4. Nice dive, Father. Beautiful dive.
Whew. After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port! Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine! Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines!
Melusines! So I heard, and it's about what I imagined. It's even more impressive than I expected.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do.
Farina?
What do you think?
Father? Farina? Father? Nuvalene Ryo! Sorry, I had to do that. I just had to. I couldn't help myself. I really wanted to do that. I'll start by meeting the Hydro Archon.
Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling. And also to find out the truth.
Yeah! The more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality. Whatever that means.
Both are cruel. Farina, amazing.
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Oh my gosh. It's Lynette! One of the children from the House of the Hearth. Okay, I will have to be right back. I have to go do something real quick, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Hi! We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see trials as a sort of opera?
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
Oh, nobody does take it seriously, though.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette. As well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the
Oratrice
Archon.
Mécanique.
Between the
I
machine
would say,
and
I
the
would
Chief
say.
Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. I would laugh. I swear, if Sino actually tried to say that, he'd probably lose his mind. It's so funny. It's so funny to think about how Sino would probably react to that. I mean, he's the General Mahamatra. So it'd be funny. It'd be funny to figure out how he would react. I'm just excited to get to meet Father! Father, Riley, and Neuvillette! Oh my god, they're gonna be probably the I'm probably gonna be the most excited to meet them. A judgment device created by the Archon. So this is the nation of justice.
You're a trees? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, Paimon's curious.
Come on, it's not
We
the
should check
Oratrice,
it
it's the
out if we get
Oratrice
the
Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Huh. I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I am afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Make an appointment? Time slots?
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
A little bit?
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Neuvillette!
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Neuvillette! Sorry. I'm just really excited to get to meet them. Some of my favorite characters are from Fontaine. I think the nations that my favorite characters are from are... Let me think. I have a couple of my favorite characters that are from Liyue. Don't think any of them are from Inazuma. Don't think any of them are from Mondstadt either. There's some in Sumeru, some in Fontaine, and some in Natlin as well. Genshin isn't even out, so I can't think about that nation. But I'd say Natlin is still my favorite nation. It's gotta be my favorite. Seems the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon, but they don't appear to revere her.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But it will take. Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
Lynette! There's a girl over there. She's been standing alone for quite some time. It's Lynette. It's Lynette.
Huh. Maybe
Her name
something's
is
the
Lynette.
matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
They can
Maybe
swim.
we better go check on her.
Paimon, don't be that scared. She may be a cat. I love Lynette. Lynette's amazing. And I'm gonna go to her with her father. I'm gonna walk up to her with her father. Imagine I just walk up to Lynette with her father out. Lynette. Father has come. Your father is here. Your parent is here. Lynette, your parent has arrived. Oh my god, the height difference. The height difference is kind of funny.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? Ah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids? Or a fantastical race from Fontaine? That race would be called Melazines.
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Damn.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really
That's
get
dark,
what you
Lynette.
mean.
Girl, that's dark.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
Lenny!
Are you Lynette's new friends?
Lenny!
And
The
you
siblings! The twins!
Thanks for looking after my
Twins!
sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern.
Lenny!
Allow me to introduce myself.
Lenny!
I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
I still cannot believe that Lenny's voice actor is the same voice actor as the character Blade from Honkai Star Rail. Like, that's what I don't understand. Blade is like all deep and scary and just like dark, pretty much. Yet Lenny is so much high pitch and cheery. That's what I don't understand. How is that possible? Like, the difference in personalities. Like, oh my god, it's insane.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
Paimon, stop talking in third person.
We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh,
Hey,
really?
she talks to Fermi
Then
though.
you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
It's cause you don't know how to shut up. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around, Paimon. Because you always steal all my lines. You annoying emergency food. I just had to make that comment. It was so funny.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
A little too
So,
similar.
what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Oh, what's happening in Fontaine?
Where to begin?
Wait, are we gonna go to the House of the Hearth first? Are we gonna get to meet Father?
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have
Seriously,
we?
Lenny?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
Hello, Lenny. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And hello, Paimon.
Hey!
God damn.
Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Go ahead. Tease Paimon all
Please,
you
don't
want.
take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
I want to meet
Oh.
Father.
All right then.
I want to go meet
Well,
Father.
Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
He's a badass.
By
He's
the
a
way,
fucking badass.
we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here.
Would Father allow that? Would she allow that? I mean, she did try to kill Farina. Farina's mortally traumatized. She's scarred from that forever. She's mentally and emotionally scarred from that. But as we say, emotional damage. That's what happened to her. I still can't believe Father tried to attack her. I still don't know why. Why did Father try to kill Farina? Still don't know why. And I didn't know Farina is terrified of Father because of that.
Please follow me.
I'm following the children with their father. The children will be followed by their father. Father is the one guiding the children. Others are just watching over them.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Aww. What? Farina's here? What? Nah, not Corinne. Not my friend. Well, not one of my friend's favorite characters. Farina! Farina! Farina!
Huh.
Great Hydro Archon!
She's the Hydro Archon? But
She's not
how did
fossilized.
you know we were looking for her?
She's not
My
fossilized though.
dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Her voice
As you
does
can
kind
all
of annoy
see,
me a little bit
two
now.
unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
We just came here from Sumeru. Yet I've already been here so many times.
Is she talking about us?
Yeah, obviously Paimon. Are there any other travelers? Nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations, but I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
What do you mean turmoil and chaos? We haven't caused chaos or turmoil in any nation that we've left. We help solve the nation's problems. We go help the nations. We've helped solve their problems. What do you mean? Girl, what if you heard? First we helped Mondstadt, the Nation of Freedom. Then it was off to Liyue. We helped them with their god problem. With more accents on, or strongly. Then it was off to Inazuma. We helped with another god problem. Literally. We even had to fight against their Archon to help resolve the problem. Then it was to Sumeru. We helped them restore a god. We helped their god. We had to fucking help their god because they basically turned their back on Nahida. How is that leaving turmoil and chaos? Confused? What are you talking about, Farina?
Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Farina, you're not Focalor. Girl, you ain't Focalor. You're Farina. Focalor has long hair and a white dress. She's like a... What? Her outfit is also different. She doesn't look like you, Farina. And she has different hair. She has longer hair, girl. Well, finding the Archon was easy enough.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
It's because we have only been here
But
for a few
the
minutes.
Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Feels like she can't get over herself.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see her. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus.
Sure you have. You could just love the spotlight.
You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Bring it on. Fighting gods? I've got that on my resume. Alright, fighting gods, got a resume. I mean, she wouldn't be the first god I've fought. I've already fought, Raiden. God of Electro. The Sumeru Archon. Does she not actually mean that kind of duel?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Not the
What are you
first.
trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Not the first god I
Stand
fought.
down, Clorend. I admire her bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. She is obviously a true warrior.
You wouldn't be the first god I fought, Farina. You wouldn't be the first. It's not like I haven't fought gods before. That'll be funny.
Unfortunately,
lose.
people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Aranias, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Aww.
All right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Would Nouvellette allow this?
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house.
Wait.
It would be a pity not to use it.
Why do
Aww.
you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house.
Come on, shut up.
Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
And we haven't committed any crimes. We literally just arrived here.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Obvious?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
He naturally is a
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's Our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
Farina. She's not. Paimon is not an object. She is a person. Oh my god. And she's stupid.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Paimon, I could very easily call you a flying object. I mean, I already called you the emergency food. Do I not?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show.
Seriously, Lenny.
So,
Is that necessary?
with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Linny do that?
Oh, when Lenny patted you on the back.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
You have no right to judge,
I
Nahida.
look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Well, what about our forgotten boy? What about our little forgotten boy? But after this dialogue, after this is over, I have to.
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Thank you for bailing us out, Lenny. Did you know that was gonna happen?
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Yeah, confusing is a good way to put it. Is she really that reasonable?
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
Sure.
My
Okay.
brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
I'd be delighted.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the Nation of Justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
But now the water is engulfing our memories. It won't be long before it engulfs us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than a bit of rain.
If the prophecy is true, then is there no way to prevent the disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
So let's claim these achievements first. And then I'm going to see if I can do any pulls yet. Let's see if I have enough for 10 pull yet. I doubt it. Only enough to buy one. $28 short of another pull. Okay, so I
Staring
will
into
have
my
to
eyes
end
is
it here.
ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.